So as I mentioned on this channel before, I primarily use Anker for my third-party charging needs, as most people do. Or most people should also be using. And I'm trying to get more invested in the MagSafe, family for my phone to make things a bit more easier, much more relaxing and not stressful to handle my charging needs and accessory needs. I did review the car wireless charger a while back, got some pretty good feedback on it, pretty decent views on it. I did recently, a while back rather, tried it again just for another run, and it still has room for improvement. There's still different ways that it can improve it, but I won't talk about that here because I already made a video on that, so go check out that video. And I recently reviewed this one. This is the Anker 622. It's basically a MagSafe battery pack for your phone. I did a review a few weeks ago. Check that one out as well. This thing is about $60. It's pretty great. One of my favorite accessories from Anker. So what I wanted to do today was review two more products for you. One of them is simple. It's the Anker MagSafe phone grip, which is this little ring right here. And this one has been often compared to the pop socket one, and I don't have that one with me, but I will talk about that in this video in terms of what I've seen and heard. Now, this thing is about $15 from Amazon. It does have a few different color choices that you can choose. I just went with the dark gray one. And I am also going to explain how this may differ from using a first-party case from Apple or even a third-party case like my Spigen case. Now, I have expressed before in my channel that, and this isn't me, being paid by Apple to say this, but it is the truth. In most cases, third-party accessories or cases, for example, won't be as efficient as first-party. Now, one example would be if you're using a MagSafe charger, such as the MagSafe Puck from Apple. You aren't going to get the right charging speeds with the third-party case, most third-party cases, as compared to first-party. Not only that, but in the case of these two cases, I keep saying case, the magnet on the Spigen case is not as strong as the one on the first-party one. I have about 4 different first-party Apple cases, all the silicone style, not the leather one, and I have tested it multiple times. The magnet is not as strong on third-party. But the basic idea of this grip is to just pop it to the back of your phone and put your finger through it, and you can hold onto your phone. And you can rotate it as well if you want to, so you can view it that way. Let me actually show you it with the phone in my hand. I just took a screenshot. Here's my phone. There's the magnet. Boom, it's in my hand. I can rotate it. I can watch something. Now, I will like to emphasize that this magnet is gonna hold up if you keep your hand steady. For example, if you're just holding your phone like this and not really moving your hands or pressing down on the phone, it's gonna hold up. Anker themselves did a video on Instagram where they were holding it over a balcony on a really high up floor, and it held up. But if you start shaking it, it is going to eventually fall, as you saw there. Now, it does stay there a bit longer than when using the third-party case from what I've tested. I'm going to do another test for you real quick here. So I got my Spigen case, phone in, it's on. Let me put it in the right rotation, and then test it. And right there, you can see it was a bit quicker. And it also will fall a lot faster if you're not using a case at all for some reason, which is weird because you would think that the phone on its own would have the stronger magnets, but look at that, it was the quickest drop of the 3. Now, I can understand why that would be a concern, but I will say this does vary based on your use. For example, if you're trying to use this for, you're on the go and you want to keep it in your hand, it may not hold up. I've actually used it the other day outside, and it actually did fall once when I was leaving a store. Luckily, my phone didn't have any damage or anything. But my main use for this is when you're ready for bed and you're, doing your last tweets, or you're texting, or you're watching something on YouTube. Eventually, your phone is gonna fall on your face, right? We've all been there. And that's my use for this, is to just lay there while I'm holding it, so it won't fall on my face if I get tired. And I can just, eventually let it, put it down for the night. But that's my main use for this one. But if you're trying to use it to be on the go and have a bit more of a secure hold on it, You may not get that depending on how much movement you're doing. Like I said, it fell out from leaving a store when I was opening the door. I don't know how exactly it happened. It just happened. It could be that it wasn't exactly in the middle where the magnet is. But like I said, you are gonna have that issue coming up unless you're holding it like this. Sure, I guess. But another use could be when you're trying to take photos, especially with the Pro Max versions. It can be hard to reach certain things on your screen because of how big the phone is. So you can probably get more range of motion by holding onto the back of the ring. So that would be another use for using it. Now, I did mention the pop socket one earlier, and like I said, I don't have it, but that's because the pop socket one costs $30 and this one's only $15. Now, the pop socket one does have a larger base to it, but I did hear that the part that pops out will fall apart and break very quickly. I've seen reviews where it broke within a week. The only positive I found to it was that the magnet does seem to be stronger on the pop socket one as compared to the Anker one. But like I said, the pop part that will pop out will break, from what I'm told. And I don't know if you could replace it with a regular pop socket. So you want to keep that in mind. And also, price difference is this is half the price of the Anker of the pop socket one. Now, another negative I heard about this one in particular was people were saying that when they were using it with certain wireless chargers, it was causing it to overheat and leave like a burn ring on your phone. Let me tell you the problem with those complaints, okay? The people who are making those complaints, in my opinion, are stupid. And the reason why is because, number one, you can't use this with MagSafe chargers. It won't connect. So I'm assuming they're using other wireless charging bases. Now, in my opinion, if you're going to use the newer iPhones and you're buying certain MagSafe accessories like this one, you might as well get MagSafe for almost everything you do, such as wireless charging. I have 3 MagSafe chargers, 2 for the house and 1 for the car. And when you think about whether or not you can use this on wireless charging, of course it's going to overheat. It's metal in the middle. It's going to overheat and it may cause some damage to your phone or your case. But if I try using it on a wireless charger, it's not going to connect at all. It's just going to fall off because it's not attaching to the magnets directly. Let me actually show you right here real quick. So one more thing that I actually forgot to talk about in this review with the magnetic phone grip is that you can also use it as a kickstand for your phone when you're watching something like YouTube or HBO Max or whatever. You can probably use it a couple of different ways depending on how you rotate the ring. I found this way to be the most efficient for that because if you put it this way, it's going to be a lot more facing upward and not in a better viewing angle. And that's good for anyone who doesn't have this product that I mentioned earlier, because this one is also a built-in kickstand, and it does also, as you can imagine, charges your phone and has a higher viewing angle. But if you just have the ring, like I said, you can use it as a kickstand. Pretty cool in my opinion. Back to the video. One I got from Anker as well is actually the next product I'm going to review for you guys today, but let me show you right here. Here's the MagSafe charger from Anker. Here is the ring on the back. It's not going to hold up at all. Like if I hold it here and I let go, it's not holding up at all. You know what I'm saying? But if I take the ring off, as you should, and you pop it in, boom, it's magnet, it's holding up. So don't believe those reviews about it burning a ring on your phone. Those are just people who don't know how to use the accessory properly, and I'm sorry if that may offend somebody, but it's pretty common sense because it's not that difficult to remove. Like a pop socket, a standard pop socket is a adhesive back, so it's going to be stuck to your phone or your case almost indefinitely unless you remove it. But this thing, easy. It's a magnet, boom, boom, done. So I'm going to switch things over to this Anker charger right here. So let me turn the camera and show you a little bit of it. Now excuse the cable mess here because my cable management has been a bit slacking lately, but this is the Anker MagSafe charger. It's a 2-in-1 charger. I have seen 3-in-1 chargers that also charges the Apple Watch by you attaching the Apple Watch charger to it, but it did cost more and I already have a pretty good Apple Watch charging base. But let me show you how this one is pretty good. Here's my AirPods 3rd gen, and I just put that right here. and you'll see the light come on. I have heard people say that it will stop charging after a few minutes, and that's only true from what I've read online from the reviews. It's only true if you're not using a 20-watt charger. But I think what people may not understand, if they haven't noticed it, is the light already left. That doesn't mean it's not charging, okay? It's not going to stay on indefinitely. It's not like other devices that will stay on charging. I don't know why that is the way it is, but that's just how it is for the AirPods. Now, like I said, you can also charge your phone here. So let me pop that right there. And it's charging. You may have heard the sound, and you can rotate it. Now, another complaint I heard about this one in particular was if you remove the phone without holding onto the base, it will lift up the base because there's not enough weight on it. That's not exactly true if you know how to do it. Like, I'm gonna use one hand, I'm gonna bend, like, tilt the phone, in the backwards direction. Now, if you try to lift it, yes, of course, it's gonna go with you, but you just gotta tilt it, and you're good to go. If I put it like here, just tilt it, you're good to go. I'm gonna give you guys a side view just so you can see that, right? Boom. Yeah, it moved a little bit, but that's gonna happen. That's normal, but simple. But this one was about $40 on Amazon, and I already had a 20-watt charger that I was using, so I just plugged this one into it. And I like this one for a number of reasons. Number one, I was using a separate wireless charger for my AirPods, and it took up some desk space, whereas here it's one simple base right here. It is also nicer than the other one I have. I had to buy. I was using the Magsafe puck from Apple. I put a D brand skin on the puck, and then I had to buy a separate stand, but this one already is built in. But it also will charge your other AirPods. Like, I have a pair of AirPod Pros over here, so let me show you that. And if you can see the light right there. So yes, it will charge your other AirPods as well. No surprise there. And like I said, this one was about $40, and it is a pretty good product in my opinion. I will say that you can't compare this one to the magnetic grip in terms of which one is better, which one of these two you should go with. But I will say, if you're looking for a wireless charging solution for your iPhone, this one is pretty good. But if you want to get the 3-in-1 that does charge the Apple Watch as well, it is $10 more, I believe, so it's not a big difference. So you can get that one as well. I'm starting to think maybe I should have gotten it anyway, but this one is pretty good. It does give you the USB-C cable, but it doesn't give you the power bank, so you will have to provide that for you as well. But like I said, it's a pretty good product, and I'm happy with this purchase. As for the Magsafe phone grip ring, I would say I am somewhat happy with it. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 type of thing, because like I said, it does have that problem where it can fall and disconnect. But if you're using it for what I'm going to use it for, just like keep my phone from hitting my face when I'm trying to sleep, then that's a pretty good product. As for this charger right here, easily a 10 out of 10, like no doubt. It works. You can see it's charging up there on the corner. So that's going to be my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out my other videos on the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next one.